Oh, this is kind of interesting. We got an FD here, lots of dome, meaning they're probably gonna be really glidey. Man, this feels really good in the hand. When I first got this disc, I was like, dang, this feels really good. It really reminded me of some of the old school FDs. It has a slight dome to it, kind of just what you want out of an FD, because you know that it's gonna get a lot of glide, but the plastic, feels really nice, has some give. Even in the cold winter months, it still has a good amount of grip and a good amount of give. So I'm excited to take this thing out into the field and compare it against the brand new S-line FDs and see how they compare and contrast against one another. Let's check it out. So starting off, we're gonna throw this disc on a little bit of hyzer, and you can see how it flattens out in the midsection of the flight and finishes to the right. But the S-line is also going to flatten out in the middle of the flight. You're going to see the opposite finish here to the left. Throwing these discs a little higher and putting some anhyzer on them, you can see how that S-line FD really likes to hold that anhyzer through the entirety of the flight. And when thrown the same way, the S-line is going to have the same first half of the flight, but it's going to kind of straighten out and just finish nice and straight. Both of these discs will hold a hyzer, but with the S-line, I'm really having to put some good angle on it and throw it fairly softly. The S-line is going to hold that hyzer angle a little better. And last, we're going to throw the disc a little harder on some hyzer. You can see it flip up and actually start to travel right. I could have thrown it a little higher to try to get some more flight out of it, but you can see it's still hitting the ground, finishing to the right. And that S-line is just holding a nice straight line at around 400 feet. Moving to some on-the-course shots, it's really easy to trust this disc to turn. It's just such a good fairway driver. Here I have no wind, so I'm throwing it just on that little baby hyzer. Not very far, probably about 250, 260 feet. It's honestly like a mid-range. It's so easy to throw, and it just has so much glide, it keeps going. I'm really liking the S-line FD for shots like this, where you need to hit a gap, but you need the disc to turn still to the right after hitting that gap. Or for some longer turnovers like this, where you need to navigate a few gaps. And even going uphill, you can see the disc still turning to the right. I'm really loving the way that these S-line FDs fly. They complement the S-lines perfectly, with the S-lines being straight to maybe a little stable, and the S-lines being straight to a little understable. This is going to be a great disc for all skill levels. People that are just getting into the game and learning to throw faster discs, this is going to be a perfect disc for that. Some of the higher level players are going to be able to manipulate this disc with different angles and different speeds. Personally, I know for me, this S-line FD is going to replace some of my old S-line FDs that are in my bag. Make sure that you check it out on Discmania.com. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on all of Discmania's socials. Keep an eye out for more reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next one.